great. I mean, how long was it? Like 3 hours roughly? I think I said 3 to 4 hours. And I think it was, what, 2 to 3 hours before they reached a verdict. So they're going to read the verdict in about 10 minutes. And we're just in the waiting room right now. Just waiting to see. Yeah, that's crazy. What are our thoughts? I guess I can do a poll right now. Oh, who should we watch the verdict with? Should we watch it with Court TV or let's do Law and Crime actually? Law and Crime, Law and Crime. All right, Law and Crime. The next trial, we have Courtney Clenny, OnlyFans model. There's Alexi Treviso. There's like some movement there, but we're waiting for the Supreme Court. Actually, you know what? Alexi Treviso has a status hearing. Did I miss it? I might have missed it actually. I've not been paying attention to the schedule. Yeah, she has a status hearing, I think this month. Yeah, Courtney Clenny, that's a wild one. Her parents are kind of wild too, dude. Did you guys see the body cam footage of when her parents got arrested? I was like, yo, they are wild. Hi, everyone. How are you doing today? Oh, man. Welcome back. Welcome back. I didn't even get to finish editing the closing argument video. Did not have time. Oh, Boone was a wild one. Okay, let me turn on my camera. So, for those who missed it, before they, let's see, well, after they went off the record, they actually came back on the record because the jury handed a note to someone. Boone, Lifetime Complete Circus Show. I don't know. We've had a lot of crazy trials that we've covered. Boone, Adelson, Murdoch, Depp v. Heard. Like, there is so much craziness out there. I don't know if it's a good thing. So let's go back to when they come back on the record, in case you guys missed it.
Mr. Bloodworth and Ms. Shervinack are in the courtroom. Ms. Lewis, Ms. Nestor, and Mr. Ramos are in the courtroom with defendant Kouri Richins. As the 8 jurors were walking out and making their way, to the jury room, juror number 2 pulled Deputy Zag aside and handed him this note, and as she was handing it to him said, "I thought we were supposed to receive a factual stipulation before we got the case," or words to that effect. And the note says, "Factual stipulation, question mark." How would you like to respond, if at all?
Some jury out there has great memory. Because it seems like everyone else forgot.
Yeah, it was an exhibit.
The one you were going to
865 is the
Yeah,
exhibit.
it's regarding, I believe, the Burmester stipulation of fact that we had introduced to Your Honor.
But not read.
But not read.
Yeah.
May I direct them to it by number?
Yes.
I think that might be best.
Can we have a consensus about what the number is?
-65.
Can we confirm? We'll look at it together.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Katie, are you able to pull it up?
Take your time, Katie.
It would be 8-65.
If you would mind plugging in, we'll look at it together.
Oh, sure. I don't know if I have a digital copy of that. I think it was a physical.
Scott, if you wouldn't mind plugging in, we'll look at it together.
Yes, Your Honor, I think
Yeah, pardon. We did provide Your Honor with a hard copy.
And we marked it with a sticker.
Yeah, we did mark it there, so that might.
For whatever that's worth.
it should be on the screen now, Your Honor.
Yeah? Let's see. It's among the things we're sending back. Yes, Brittany?
Yes.
Okay, so I will just do my usual question, factual stipulation, question mark, answer. Please see State's Exhibit 8-65. Any objection, counsel?
No, Your Honor.
No objection. I had another question. Just in the event they want to view a physical piece of evidence.
All right, stipulation of fact. It is the agreement of the parties to the following facts. 1. Megan Phillips is employed by the Utah Bureau of Forensic Services Crime Lab. On May 2nd, 2022, she received 19 items brought in by Chelsea Gibson from the Summit County Sheriff's Office. And Chelsea Gibson is the crime scene tech that we heard her testimony. The defense made a huge deal about it because of the jailhouse call that it was actually, slipped from her mouth. Number 2, Ms. Phillips inventoried the items compared with a prepared UCJIS, that's kind of wordy, form and printed labels for each item. Each label identifies the item and has a barcode that allows it to be scanned whenever it changes location or custody with the lab. Ms. Phillips then scanned the items into the crime lab custody and then placed them in a secure evidence vault. The evidence vault is a secure room with restricted access. Ms. Phillips placed the items in this case in a uniquely identified place in the evidence vault. Once analyst Brian Holden was assigned, Ms. Phillips took the items out of a spot in the evidence vault and took them to Brian Holden's individual evidence locker in the adjacent transfer room, where she scanned them, updating the new location, and then notified Mr. Holden. Number 4, State's Exhibits 9-1, 9-10, 9-11, 9-12, 9-13 were among the items Ms. Phillips received from Chelsea Gibson on May 2nd, 2022. The items have been opened, resealed, but otherwise in substantially similar condition to when they arrived. Interesting. I remember hearing the defense, was it defense that was talking about how there was evidence that went missing? Oh, it was the pill bottle with the dust in there or something like that. I thought that's what they were addressing, but no, I think it's just to show the... I don't... To show us that it was transferred to a different vault. It was labeled, I guess. And these are the items that Chelsea Gibson gave to Ms. Phillips. Interesting. Guys, we have a poll up right now. And the verdict is 88% say guilty, 3% say not guilty, 9% says no idea.
Like the gummies?
Yeah, any of it. A phone. I don't know.
Yeah.
Miss Gibson has custody and control of
Oh, it does look like a stethoscope. That's actually really funny.
them. She knows that we may need to alert her
Okay.
if they need it. So
Got it.
if that's a question that comes up, we would just have to get to Chelsea and she can bring it over.
We'll keep you posted. Ms. Lewis, Ms. Nestor, Mr. Ramos, any objection?
Oh, I guess we could do a side bet. Who thinks that she's going to cry? Whether it's tears of joy or tears of sadness, tears of anger.
Okay, that's what we'll do. Now, I'm about to go off the record, but I need a lawyer from each side to stay with the Scott and Katie of your respective sides and reach consensus with Brittany about what's going into the jury room before you leave the courtroom.
Yes, sir.
Even if the lawyer doesn't do any talking, I just need you to stick around. Thank you. Very good. We're off the record. Thank you.
Okay. Will she whine? I hope we can listen to the jailhouse calls afterwards. If she's incarcerated, you know? If it's guilty. All right, guys, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I mean, quite honestly, the financial stuff looks really bad. Okay. 911 call sounds really bad. The text messages, the affair looks really bad. It's tough, man. Jailhouse calls, the letters. Oh, man. There were some parts where I think it didn't look as bad, but that's because we couldn't get the full entire story in. Like the handwritten note with the timeline. Oh, also, I really wanted her police interview to come in where she invites O'Driscoll into her house and then they record her for like 90 minutes. And then her mom comes in and was like, oh, hey, shouldn't you have an attorney present? And Kouri's probably like, oh, yeah, you know, you're right. Actually, I shouldn't be talking to you guys. So I wish they played that interview. I don't know. I feel like there's so much evidence that we talked about in pre-trial, so many potential testimonies that end up not happening. So, where? You've been checking obsessively for a verdict, so so glad I caught it live. I just got a notification from Nate Eaton, so shout out to Nate Eaton. I usually have the chat up, but there's always someone in the chat that trolls, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, CBS News said that they have a verdict," and then like everyone just starts trolling, and I'm like, "Oh gosh." So I usually have the chat up, and then luckily I'll get like a tweet from notification from someone who's like there. So that's great. So shout out to Nate Eaton. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, I mean this will be circumstantial for sure. I mean it's like Donna Adelson, right? Circumstantial. We don't have footage. We don't have video of them doing it. But the circumstantial evidence quite strong. But for me, for this case, because I know so much about this case and there was a lot of stuff that didn't come in that I was hoping would come in, it's hard for me to parse out the information of what's in the trial, what's not in the trial, to keep it like completely separate. Because usually when I like watch a trial, I like to try to come in with like a, you know, more of like a cleaner slate, right? I try to be like unbiased as possible, although it's very hard. But with this one, it was like so many things didn't come in. I'm just like, oh God, this is too hard. If I was a jury, what would I think? Yeah, Sarah Boone. Sarah Boone was a rough one. Sarah Boone recorded it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She recorded it. All right. Pretty Lies and Alibi. Reports from the courtroom. Kouri Richins is shaking like a leaf, sitting up straight, staring ahead, only shaking her head when Nestor speaks to her. The jury ordered food. That was about an hour ago. Donna buying one-way tickets to Vietnam. But hello, guys. She bought the one-way ticket because it was cheaper to buy a one-way ticket. You know, she was going to buy the other ticket later on. Can you do more videos about what we didn't get to hear? So in this case, they were super tight-lipped about a lot of things. They made reference to it, but they were very tight-lipped about it. So I think things that I know that was brought up that's not in this trial was Kouri punching the sister-in-law, okay? She had to get dragged. She got arrested for assault that day. Again, there was an interview that she did with police when O'Driscoll was new to the case and introduced himself to her. She invited him in. He secretly recorded that. We didn't get to hear that, and we didn't get to see that in pretrial stuff, so I don't know what's in there. I'm trying to think what else. the rest of the financial fraud allegations, the one that happened from a year before, that didn't come in. What else was there? Well, I mean, it sort of came in through this trial, like a little bit. So, for example, they were able to see the statements that she pretended to be hers, you know, the ones with the big fat balances. But when in fact, if you look at her real bank account statements, it was like $300, not 200 grand, or like $800, not like, you know, 150 grand. I'm trying to think what else was there that did not come in. We had. There was testimony from. Oh, wait, no, there's more jailhouse calls. Oh, the walk the dog letter. So when the walk the dog letter, when it was blasted all over the news, she had some phone calls between her and her family, basically talking about how people were idiots and that she was trying to write a book. It was actually a novel. There was a part where she wrote about how her and her dad went to Mexico to get drugs, and it was just part of a story. That didn't come in. And then there's a part about, oh, yeah, bring Remy in here. What else was there? Trying to think what else didn't come in. Oh, there was. Oh, okay. They were working with like a true crime podcaster, and they were really working hard to try to, you know, I think tarnish Eric's name, make Eric out to be as like a drug addict. He was doing drugs, that he wasn't a good husband. And so they were trying to work with some true crime podcaster. There was like some texts and emails that went back and forth. I guess I could do that afterwards. So like I can cover, do a video of like what didn't come into the courtroom. I'm trying to remember what else was there. There's like so much stuff, but you know, I since we have no court for the rest of 2.5 weeks, I can work on that video. What didn't come into the courtroom? What else was there? But yeah, there was some communication between the two of them that I was like, oh man, we have the transcripts. I can't wait to hear it live, but these phone calls were not played. What else we got? How about you guys? Is there anything else that you guys noticed that didn't come in? That was part of the free trial stuff? Yeah, I think that'd be a very interesting video. We could do that. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Oh yeah, I can't wait for Bose to do a reaction to the states closing. It's so good. I hope she reacts to it. She's so funny. What is that, stinky feet? What is that stinky feet emote? Hi, Pato. I'm afraid you'd miss a verdict. I wasn't gonna go take a nap or anything, so I knew I would be around. The only time where I think like the time that I missed a verdict was when I really thought, oh, Murdoch. I thought Murdoch was going to deliberate for way longer. I think Murdoch deliberated in like 3 hours. That was crazy. I thought it was going to take them like 8 hours to deliberate. But I think Murdoch, I was like out about on the road or something. And I was like, oh shit, they're doing the verdict right now. I'm going to miss it. So I had to watch it like the next day. More jail calls. Me too. I'm sure someone out there will put in a, a request. Is it FOIA? I think that's what it is. FOIA request to maybe get some of the jailhouse calls. Yeah, Pretty Lies and Alibi says Kouri is shaken like a leaf. Let me see if anyone else tweeted about it. Let's see. Nate. What did Nate say? Nate says several family members are in the courtroom. Kouri is seated at the defense table with her attorney. Prosecutors are at the prosecution table. Eric's father has not yet arrived, so it'll be a few minutes before the verdict is read. I'm sitting next to Brian Schnee, who has been in the courtroom every day since. Oh, that's right. We did see Brian Schnee. Was he tweeting the courtroom? I don't think he was doing live tweets though. Observation from inside the courtroom. It's tense, quiet, nobody speaking. Kouri is trembling, visibly shaking. Okay. She's probably shit scared. I can't do the body cams lately. I haven't seen the body cams one, but there's one video that Law and Crime posted recently. Did you guys see that one? The one with the teenagers? I saw that Bose react to that one, but I haven't seen that one yet. But that story was fucking crazy. Like 2 teens threw a fucking heavy ass log off a fucking cliff, and then it landed and hit a woman. I think she was I don't know if she was a teacher or like she was a photographer teacher, but landed on her head and she fucking died like instantly. Super sad. And then the interview where the kids try to lie, but people had already told on them. It's crazy. You heard about that one? Yeah, it's so sad. So sad. What is my background? Well, before I streamed on YouTube and did court stuff, I streamed on Twitch and played video games. That's what I did before. Why would the fence post that on X? Most people think she's guilty. Wait, who posted what on X? Her defense should be shaking. I mean, the defense team, they're, when you're attorneys, you represent criminals all the time. You're used to this, right? Just another day for them, but I'm sure it's still a big day for them because, they represented Kouri for, what, a year and a half now, I think? When did Sky Lazaro, when did she withdrew again? Maybe about 2 years ago? Defense posting on, wait, what's the defense's X? What's the name? What's the name? Why do I notice details? I would say, why do I notice details? I think maybe because I don't know if it's related. I used to date someone that was really shitty and he would lie a lot. And so my investigatory skills were kind of up there. That could be one. And then I'm trying to think, my mom would have attributed to any of this. I don't think so. But yeah, I would say, and then I watched a lot of true crime stuff when I was growing up. So, not true crime, but crime related stuff. So like when I was growing up, I watched a lot of Law and Order SVU. Love that. It was like one of my favorite shows as a kid. Oh, thank you, Robert. Appreciate that. Oh, you're from the Netherlands? Oh, awesome. Wait, where is everyone from? Where are you guys all watching from right now? I feel like usually we'll get people that are in the US, sometimes Canada, and then sometimes out there, Australia, if the time zone permits. Australia's a tough time zone sometimes. Yeah, what's the defense's Twitter? I want to know. Mild OCD? Oh, I definitely do have OCD. I also like to ruminate a lot. So last week, the judge is here. Last week, I got really obsessed about something that was happening, and I could not sleep. I was obsessing about it all night, and then I couldn't.
Back on the record in 231-500-139, state of
Oh shit! Are you guys ready? Okay, Kouri's here, fiddling with her nose.
Utah versus Kouri Richins. Counsel for the state and the defendant are present. Ms. Richins is present as well. The court is informed that the jury has reached a verdict. I do not know what it is. We'll invite the jury in a moment. When I do, I'll ask the foreperson a simple yes or no question. Have you reached a unanimous verdict? I expect that person will say yes. I'll ask them to hand the verdict to the bailiff, hand it to me. I will read the verdict. This brings me to important instruction number 1.
Oop, behave.
There can be no outward reactions whatsoever to the verdict. These folks are here against their will. They, all the lawyers, Ms. Richins, every attendee, my court staff, the bailiffs, everybody deserves your respect.
Do y'all remember Dado Adelson's reaction to the verdict? Holy shit, that was the craziest fucking reaction ever. Very satisfying, though.
There simply cannot be any outward reactions. You have to keep your hands folded in your lap. If you feel overcome with emotion, just look down. We cannot have any outward reaction. Second, once the verdict is read and the jury is discharged, you need to stay seated and follow the deputy's instructions about how we will leave the courtroom in an orderly fashion. If anybody in here can't follow these instructions, this is your chance to leave. All right. Fair warning, counsel, Ms. Richins. It is my practice to ask all the lawyers and the defendant to stand in respect for the jury as I read the verdict. just don't want you to be surprised. Okay. Mr. Bloodworth, are we ready for the jury?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Lewis.
We are.
All right.
Is anyone from Kouri's family there? I'm assuming her mom. Her mom's been there. Oh, Mr. Ramos, I like his tie. Dude, this is scary. Oh, Thailand, Chile, Australia, Vegas, Ireland. What? Oh, Colorado, beautiful. Houston, hot, humid. Chicago, Calgary, North Carolina.
I can put up my
I'm gonna miss this judge. All right, Kouri and Mr. Ramos kind of matching. Kind of matching there.
Oh,
Breathe, Kouri, breathe.
okay.
Tags this. Yeah, I'm kind of sad that Mr. Ramos didn't get to have more action. I wonder if he was in charge of like other witnesses and then they were not called on to testify. Ooh, she's got them heavy breathing happening right there.
All right, jury.
Ramos is gonna cry first? I don't think so. He seems stoic.
Folks, please have a seat as you come in. Please have a seat. Ladies and gentlemen, would the foreperson you've selected please stand? May I ask you a yes or no question?
Ooh.
Has the jury reached a unanimous verdict?
Yes, we have.
Would you please hand the verdict form to the deputy, and you can have a seat. Thank you.
Who's reading it? The deputy's gonna read it? Eric's father. Maybe stepmom?
All right. Counsel, Ms. Richins, please stand. Count 1, aggravated murder. We, the jury, unanimously find that the defendant, Kouri Richins, is guilty of aggravated murder. We, the jury, unanimously agree that the prosecution has proved the following circumstance or circumstances regarding count 1 beyond a reasonable doubt. The homicide was committed for pecuniary gain, and the homicide was committed by means of the administration of any substance administered in a lethal amount, dosage, or quantity. Count 2, attempted aggravated murder. We, the jury, unanimously find that the defendant, Kouri Richins, is guilty of attempted aggravated murder.
Wow.
We, the jury,
Okay.
unanimously agree the prosecution has proved the following circumstance or circumstances regarding count 2 beyond a reasonable doubt.
That chart that he made in closing argument was fucking excellent, comparing the Valentine's Day poisoning to the actual murder. That one I was a little bit iffy. I was like, oh gosh, I'm not quite sure because, you know, it's hard for me to remember what came in and what didn't come in for the trial.
The attempted homicide was committed for pecuniary gain. Count 3, insurance fraud. We, the jury, unanimously find that the defendant, Kouri Richins, is guilty of insurance fraud. Count 4,
Oh, the
insurance
sister.
fraud. We, the jury, unanimously find that the defendant, Kouri Richins, is guilty of insurance fraud. Count 5, forgery. We, the jury, unanimously find that the defendant, Kouri Richins, is guilty of forgery. It's signed by the foreperson.
Wow.
Please have a seat. Madam Foreperson, is this the verdict that the jury reached unanimously?
Yes, it is.
Okay, you may have a seat. Ms. Lewis, Ms. Nestor, do you wish the jury to be polled?
Yes, please.
All right. Folks, I'll ask you the same yes or no question, one at a time.
Your life is over. You've been exposed. You ruined the lives of your 3 young boys. For what? For what? For a relationship that you ended up not even staying in? For money? Money that you didn't have? Oh my God, dude. Oh man, people are just incredibly just so greedy.
Starting on my left, working this way, front row first. If you could show me your lanyard number as I ask you. Juror number 5, is this the verdict you voted in favor of?
Yes.
Juror number 4, is this the verdict you voted in favor of? Juror number 3. I can't see your number, I'm so sorry. The 4 person, I just need to ask you again, I'm sorry. Juror number 2.
Yes, it is.
Juror number 1.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir. Juror number 8.
Yes.
Juror number 7.
Yes.
Juror number 6.
She looks angry.
All right. Counsel, is there anything further on this case before the jury is discharged? Mr. Bloodworth.
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Ms. Lewis?
No, Your Honor.
All right.
Dude, she looks like she's seething. Holy shit. Oh, man. Hey, if I was innocent and they said I was guilty, I would have started crying. But like, guys, I'm not fucking guilty. Are you serious? Like, I would fucking lose it. I would start crying, man. She's just like, fuck these guys. How dare they? She looks so mad. Oh. For those of you guys who missed the verdict, we always watch it like twice, sometimes thrice.
Mr. Bloodworth.
No, Your Honor.
Again.
Thank you.
Ms. Lewis?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this trial is now finished. Thank you for your service. The American system of justice relies on your time and your sound judgment, and you have been generous with both. You serve justice by your fair and impartial decision. All of my previous admonitions are now lifted. You may speak about this case with anyone or with no one at all. It is entirely up to you. You might be contacted in the future by the press or by the lawyers. You do not have to talk with them or with anyone else, but you may if you would like. The choice is yours entirely. I'm now turning to the attorneys and instructing them to honor your wishes as officers of the court if you indicate that you do not want to talk about this case. If you do talk about the case, please respect the privacy of your fellow jurors. The confidences they may have shared with you during deliberation are not yours to share with others. Thank you, all of you, for your service. Please rise for the jury.
Whew, can you imagine if she was found not guilty, though? I would be very scared for the boys, and I would feel very bad for them. I don't know what would happen with that. Custody battles, I don't know. That's a very awkward thing. But yeah, I'm very glad. I'm very happy for the boys. I hope they have a happy life. I hope they've got a settled life, you know. Whew. Because if Kouri came back, it'll be a shit show.
All right, please have a seat. Ms. Lewis, we need to get a pre-sentence investigation report, and we need to set sentencing. I imagine, Mr. Bloodworth, that the state would request that that be special set.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Lewis, does defendant waive the 45-day limit for sentencing?
Yes, we will.
All right.
Oh. Oh, this is Kouri's mom, by the way. I don't know if we get much of a reaction from her. Hey, Micro, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Who has the boys right now? From what we heard, I think it was Katie. I think Katie does.
Let me call up my calendar.
Is that someone's phone going off in the courtroom? Do I hear music? What is that music?
Should we be looking in May, Ms. Lewis?
That's fine.
Do you have a sense of it, Mr. Bloodworth? April is not possible. In May, do you have a sense of when would be appropriate?
Your Honor, can I step back and talk to the victim's family?
Sure. And Ms. Lewis, if you need a moment to confer with anyone.
All right.
Your Honor, any day in May
sentencing.
works.
What happened? We'll rewind it back for you guys.
Without having to move something, which I am, of course, willing to do, I could do it during the week of May 25 or the morning of May 13. But if those times don't work, or if the week of May 25 is too far out, I'll
Just don't do May 8 because Brendan Banfield's sentencing is on May 8.
move something to accommodate council schedules. Ms. Lewis, why don't I begin with you?
Either of those days would work for the defense.
Has she been locked up this entire time or out on bail? She's been locked up this entire time. Although they didn't arrest her until about a year after Eric died. They didn't have enough to charge her until then. And then also, she did request to be out on bond twice. Most recently was a few months ago, and both of it got denied. So, denied.
Is a morning enough time?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Lewis?
Yes.
Okay. We'll set sentencing for 9:30 a.m. Wednesday, May 13. We're here
Ooh, that is, okay, 5 days after Banfield sentencing.
by referring Ms. Richins for the preparation of a pre-sentence investigation report. Ms. Lewis, anything else on the record today?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Bloodworth?
She's so
No, Your
pissed.
Ms. Richins, I'll
She's
see
so
you again,
angry.
May 13, 9:30 a.m. I need everyone to stay seated, follow the instructions of the Summit County deputies.
Kouri's left her body. Yeah, her soul's at the Midway Mansion right now.
The court is in recess.
Oh my god,
Travel
she
safe.
looks so livid. I want to see her dragged away in handcuffs and when they do the little fingerprinting thing. No! No! We don't get to see the footage. Oh, come on. We got to see Donna getting dragged away in handcuffs. Don't they usually handcuff them? Ah, all right. Well, let's go back and rewatch it. I am curious to see if there's going to be a press conference, so we'll wait. Let's go back to Nate Eaton. Nate, what you got for us, Nate? Nate, and then who else is there? Pretty Lies and Alibi. Pretty Lies. Brian Schnee is there. Let's see if anyone else treated. Brian Schnee. Who else is there? Okay. Let's see. Sentencing May 13th at 9:30. Kouri Richins guilty. What is this picture? Why is her face like that? Hey, Cameron. Thank you so much for the super chat. Great coverage. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with us. I appreciate it. Oh gosh, where did I click on? No, I don't want to pay for this. Kouri Richins occasionally wiping her nose, shaking, staring ahead. Judges in. Kouri is shaking like a leaf, sitting up straight, staring ahead, only shaking her head when Nestor speaks to her. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Brian Schnee. Verdict's read. All right. Most of the family members have arrived. Same seating as court today with Kouri's family seated right behind us in the media row. Eric's family and friends are in the back 2 rows of the courtroom. Silence. We wait. The judge is here. No outward reaction. Guilty, 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 guilty for all of the 5 charges. Oh, a picture of Kouri in the side of her head. Tears in the courtroom behind me. Jurors are a bit emotional, especially some in the front row. Jury dismissed. Sentencing. Nate. All right. Nate says, family members are hugging and crying outside the courtroom. Guilty. 9:30. Any other observations from Kouri? Aside from her shaking. Observation from inside the courtroom. It's tense, quiet, nobody speaking. Kouri is trembling, visibly shaking. I had a media pass to be inside the courtroom Tuesday and Wednesday. Seats were assigned last week, but the defense rested. I have been in the courtroom all day, but watching from the media room. I was put on a standby list to go in the courtroom and a seat opened up. Eric's dad has arrived. Kouri's mom, oh, okay, and a handful of other supporters and friends are on the second row. Oh, let's go back and look on the second row then. Eric's family and friends and supporters are on the 4th row. A few members of the public are on the 3rd row. Judge is on the bench. Jurors are in. Female 4-person stands up. Judge asks if the jury has reached a unanimous verdict. Yes, we have. The form is handed to the bailiff. Guilty, guilty, guilty. He dismisses the jury. They waived the 45-day rule for sentencing. Brad Bloodworth asked to confer with the victim's family, which he did. And okay. Yeah, we'll see if there's going to be a post-verdict press conference. But, oh no. The video already ended. All right, let's go back. Let's go back to over here. Let me see who's in the second row. All right, second row. Let's see. Second row. Oh, this is second row. So we have Kouri's mom on the left. I don't know if they're a Kouri Richins supporter. Maybe this person, maybe this person, maybe this person. Can't really see them. Their heads are all blocked.
Counsel for the state and the defendant are present. Ms. Richins is present as well. The court is informed that the jury has reached a verdict. I do not know what it is. We'll invite the jury in a moment. When I do, I'll ask the 4-person a simple yes or no question. Have you
Yeah, Kouri is younger than me. Younger than me.
reached a unanimous verdict? I expect that person will say yes. I'll ask them to hand the verdict to the bailiff, hand it to me. I will read the verdict. This brings me to important instruction number 1. There can be no outward reactions whatsoever to the verdict. These folks are here against their will. They, all the lawyers, Ms. Richins, every attendee, my court staff, the bailiffs, everybody.
So he gives the instruction to not have a reaction, okay? If you feel like you need to be emotive, keep your hands in your lap. If you feel like you're going to have a reaction, put your head down. So jury's going to be called in. Everyone's going to have to stand up. Kouri keeps woo-sawing, woo-sawing. She keeps breathing in and out. No, don't worry, Kouri. You still have time to murder someone. Why would you say that?
Put on my instant messenger.
I think these attorneys were assigned to her. So she used to have Sky Lazaro as her attorney, and Sky Lazaro, I think, is like top tier attorney in Salt Lake City. This is back then when Kouri had money. I don't think she got money no more. I don't think she was able to afford Sky. I think Sky said there was like maybe a conflict of interest of some sort. I don't remember what her excuse was, but yeah, these are the attorneys that were assigned to her, if I remember correctly. Maybe someone can can ghost write a book to help her cope with losing a trial. Stop. Oh, man. What would the book be called? Are you in jail yet? Are you in prison yet? I forgot. It's called Prison. Oh, Jen, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
of them were saying that she took life insurance policies out on her children. I don't know anything about that. That might be in like the civil court stuff. Are the civil court documents, are they available to the public? They probably aren't. I think they're probably private, right? She was already thinking about her next book. Dude, she has to know that it was guilty. It's like, dude, they only delivered for 3 hours. Scary. Scary. You know who had the best reaction?
Folks,
Donna
please have a seat
Adelson.
as you come in.
Donna, like, I think she really thought she was going to get away with it. Can you see me now? I can see her stabbing someone in. Yeah, she looks like a crazy bitch, okay? Oh, she look a little crazy. I wouldn't be messing with her either.
Please have a seat. Ladies and gentlemen, would the foreperson you've selected please stand? May I ask you a yes or no question? Has the jury reached a unanimous verdict?
Yes, we have.
Would you please hand
No, the woman that fainted, that was a good reaction too. Oh my god. What was she accused of again? Oh my god, yeah, she like fainted in the courtroom and she like pretended to be despondent. I don't know, that was a crazy one. No, Donna didn't faint. Donna like started like, she looked like a fucking alligator, okay? Like she looked scary when she started crying, like a crocodile. Not crocodile tears, like she was crying for real, but she was like, she looked fucking scary.
hand the verdict form to the deputy, and you can have a seat. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Brian. Another one in the books. Thank you always for your excellent coverage. Thank you. Thanks for watching. I appreciate that, Brian. Thanks for the super chat. Yeah, you see the breathing. Very nervous. Are you coming to prison with me? Oh, man. The opening statement. Oh,
All right.
such a good job.
Counsel,
closing.
Ms.
Closing.
Richins, please stand.
Dude, Miss Nestor, she fucking knows, dude. She knows. You can see it in her face as she was rising up. She's like, oh, boy.
Count 1, aggravated murder. We, the jury, unanimously find that the defendant, Kouri Richins, is guilty of aggravated murder. We, the jury, unanimously agree that the prosecution has proved the following circumstance or circumstances regarding count 1 beyond a reasonable doubt. The homicide was committed for pecuniary gain, and the homicide was committed by means of the administration of any substance administered in a lethal amount, dosage, or quantity. Count 2, attempted aggravated murder. We, the jury, unanimously find that the defendant, Kouri Richins, is guilty of attempted aggravated murder. We, the jury, unanimously agree the prosecution has proved the following circumstance or circumstances regarding count 2 beyond a reasonable doubt. The attempted homicide was committed for pecuniary gain. Count 3, insurance fraud. We, the jury, unanimously find that the defendant, Kouri Richins, is guilty of insurance fraud. Count 4, insurance fraud. We, the jury, unanimously find that the defendant, Kouri Richins, is guilty of insurance fraud. Count 5, forgery. We, the jury, unanimously find that the defendant, Kouri Richins, is guilty of forgery.
Because we got Shelby, who's been there
It's
for the
signed by the
past.
foreperson. Please have a seat. Madam Foreperson, is this the verdict that the jury reached unanimously?
Yes, it is.
Okay, you may have a seat.
Hi.
Ms. Lewis, Ms. Nestor, do you wish the jury to be polled?
Yes, please.
All right. Folks, I'll ask you the same yes or no question, one at a time.
I'm trying to see if there's a press conference. Does anyone know if anyone has a press conference anywhere? I'm on KSL right now, local news.
Starting on my left, working this way, front row first. If you could show me your lanyard number as I ask you. Juror number 5, is this the verdict you voted in favor of?
Yes.
Juror number 4, Is this a verdict you voted in favor of? Juror number 3. I can't see your name, I'm so sorry. The 4-person, I just need to ask you again, I'm sorry. Juror number 2.
Yes, it is.
Juror number 1.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir. Juror number 8.
Yes.
Juror number 7.
Yes.
Juror number 6.
Yes.
All right. Counsel, is there anything further on this case before the jury is discharged? Mr. Bloodworth.
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Ms. Lewis?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this trial is now finished. Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
The American system of justice relies on your time and your sound judgment, and you have been generous with both. You serve justice by your fair and impartial decision. All of my previous admonitions are now lifted. You may speak about this case with anyone or with no one at all. It is entirely up to you. You might be contacted in the future by the press or by the lawyers. You do not have to talk with them or with anyone else, but you may if you would like. The choice is yours entirely. I'm now turning to the attorneys and instructing them to honor your wishes as officers of the court if you indicate that you do not want to talk about this case. If you do talk about the case, please respect the privacy of your fellow jurors. The confidences they may have shared with you during deliberation are not yours to share with others. Thank you, all of you, for your service. Please rise for the jury.
Do we have a do we have a Good Things Utah? Oh gosh. Where Kouri promotes the book. Oh, is this it? Hold on. Okay, so this was not shown in the courtroom.
Sibling or friend, talking about loss with kids can be a tricky subject.
Joining us now is author of Are You With Me? Kouri Richins, to share her 3 C's to helping kids cope with grief. And Kouri, I want to start with your story. What happened?
Did she like not have a chance to take off her jacket? I'm surprised she's wearing her jacket in this this TV interview.
In your personal life.
So my husband passed away unexpectedly last year. So it's March 4th was a 1-year anniversary for us. And
1 year anniversary for us. Do they say anniversary when someone dies? Is it called an anniversary? I thought anniversary usually means like it's a good thing. It's a happy celebration.
he was 39. It completely took us all by shock. And we have 3 little boys, 10, 9, and 6. And, you know, my kids and I kind of wrote this book on the different emotions and grieving processes that we've experienced last year. And, you know, hoping that it can kind of help other kids, you know, deal with this and kind of, you know, find happiness some way or another.
And to make sense and process, I'm
Yes.
sure. And I'm
Yeah.
sure you felt that going through and trying to explain it and articulate it for you and your boys.
Yes, exactly. And so I've done, you know, I'm new to all of this, so kind of doing, you know, research and reading books and things to try and understand, you know, not only how to grieve as a widow, as a wife, but also, you know, with my kids, how to help them understand what just happened. And
But you didn't even write it with your kids. Oh gosh.
what I have kind of found is, as I mentioned, it's kind of the 3 C's is how I visualize it, and it's, you know, connection, continuity, and care. And it's, you know, making sure connection is the major one, and making sure that their spirit is always alive in your home, you know, and memories are always brought up, and doing things that your loved ones love to do, whether it's riding bikes or their favorite dinner, and just constantly, you know, talking about them.
And Kouri, do you mention at dinner, here's Dad, or Dad would like this meal, or Dad
Yes.
would,
Yeah.
let's bring Dad on a bike ride?
Yeah, exactly. And it's, you know, explaining to my kid, just because he's not present, here with us physically. That doesn't mean his presence isn't here with us, and he's doing these things with us, and he's, you know, here for birthdays, and he's here for Christmas, and, you know, and it's just comforting to them to know that, you know, they're not living this life alone. Like, Dad is still here, it's just in a different way, a different version.
Deaths are memorialized with anniversaries. Anniversaries. This last January was the 39th anniversary of your. Oh, China went up. Since your dad died. Oh, I just never heard people say anniversary before.
Well, I opened up your book, and one of the first pages I saw is a little boy. It looks like he's standing in a hallway at school, and he's saying, "Are you still here?"
Yes, yeah, and it's, you know, and that was like the first day of school, and, you know, all the nerves that kids face on the first day of school with new, you know, and just hoping, you know, Dad, like, walk with me, like, help me get through today, like, give me the strength to do that. And it has found, you know, it's been a lot of peace for my kids to, you know, to really remember that in the back of their head, that they're never alone, you know, so.
So you actually wrote this book with your children.
I did.
And it's only been a year. How did you process and say you
I wish they played this interview for the jury. Oh gosh, because I haven't seen this interview in so long. But the fact that she's like, yeah, I wrote it with my kids. Yes. Yeah.
Remember that in the back of their head, that they're never alone, you know, so.
So you actually wrote this book with your children.
I did.
And it's only been a year. How did you process and say go from processing death to I need to write a book and help others?
You know, I just watched the struggle that my kids were going through, and
The year first. I think I've heard that before. She's not wearing her wedding ring. Oh. You're right. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. You at least would wear the wedding ring to the TV show interview, right? At least. It's a special day. You wrote a book with your children to help them cope with your husband passing away. It was very sudden. Yeah, I actually didn't even realize that. Oh, there is. Okay, Runner Chick. Where is that? Is it on? Let's see. Law and Crime already ended their stream. Is it? I don't see it on KSL News Utah. Do you know where it is? Hey, Katie, how are you doing today? How's it going? Here, I'll play this and I'll see if I can find it.
All right, please have a seat. Ms. Lewis, we need to get a pre-sentence investigation report, and we need to set sentencing.
Oh, whoops.
I actually, you know, I went on Amazon and Barnes & Noble and trying to find something that we could use to cope at nights. Nights are the hardest, it seems like, for everybody when, you know, dealing with anything. But I just wanted some story to read to my kids at night. And I just could not find anything. I couldn't find anything that really, you know, suited them or helped them find comfort and peace. And so, you know, I was like, let's just write one. And so, you know, I took things that my kids have said to me this last year and we kind of articulated it and put it into a story and, you know, just have hopes that it will help other kids.
Grief is not linear, and this sounds like it's a touchstone when you need it to come back to for you and
It's technically their content, so I wouldn't be able to, or like I shouldn't be streaming since like it's like their content, they're there. So you guys can go watch it over there. If it's like a local news, I can watch that. But if it's like a streamer who's like, it's like their content, I don't want to like just yoink it. East Idaho News? Okay. Yeah, there's like a news outlet. We can do that maybe. East Idaho News. One says not available. Hold on. Let me refresh. Okay, so we could do East Idaho News. That should be okay. Alrighty, let's see. East Idaho News. What do we have here? Who's this? Sister? Eric's family? Corey's family?
And let justice
I can't hear anything. Give me a second. Okay, it might be really loud. Give me a second.
Prevail. So,
Do you feel like you can start healing more now that this is concluded?
Let's see. Wait, how many sisters does Eric has? I think just 2, right? Okay, this might be a family member. Let's see.
What are we missing?
emotion. What are your thoughts or feelings?
I'm just relieved. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Tell me about that.
Oh, I'm feeling relieved.
Oh, wait, is this one of the daughters? Because she did have 2 daughters, but I think they were very young, though. She looks like she's, like, a lot older.
It's just... Oh, justice is served. Yep. Justice. I don't really know what to do.
What's the last 4 years been?
Oh, she's someone's sister?
I'm sorry.
Tell me about that.
Well, I'm feeling relieved. It's just... Oh, justice is served. Yep.
Oh, justice has been served. Okay.
Justice.
I
don't really know what to do.
What's the last 4 years been like? I mean, as far as waiting for this moment?
Hard and difficult and emotional. But, yep. We're definitely relieved.
Does she want to be interviewed or does she need her space? I don't know. Maybe she's okay with it. I'm like, oh my gosh. I feel so sad for her.
Are you surprised the jury came back so quick with the verdict?
We weren't prepared for it to be that quick, but surprised a little.
When it came back that quick, did you think, okay, this is probably a guilty verdict because it came back so quick? Or did it give you any indication?
No, I was just as nervous.
We've always been positive. We've been positive at the time. So as a family, we just tried to stay together and let justice prevail. So.
Do you feel like you can start healing more now that this is concluded?
Yep.
Where do you go from here?
It's about the new normal.
Just try to stay together.
What are you hoping for justice to prevail?
Everybody can.
I think that justice will prevail.
Where do you go from here?
It's about the new normal.
What are you hoping to happen to the court on sentencing?
Let the courts figure that out.
What is he holding? Is that a microphone? It was like a walkie-talkie or something.
Justice will prevail with that as well.
There are 3 little boys that they'll fight at this. Do you have any hopes and wishes for them?
They're just love. They have a lot of love surrounding them. They're great boys, and they're gonna be fine.
I have no idea. Kouri's daughter? No, Kouri does not have a daughter. I'm not too sure who this is. I think maybe someone from Eric's side of the family, possibly. Maybe like a niece.
Obviously, we're all here for this murder trial, but how do you want Eric to be remembered beyond the circumstances of his death?
He was an amazing father, brother, son, nephew, person, friend. He was everyone's best friend. Everyone you asked, how do you know Eric? He was his best friend. So he was an amazing person. The most contagious laugh out there. So we loved him, and he's got some great boys, and we're just excited to
Surround them with love. We're just gonna wrap them up. Just gonna
to have someone pass away, and then a year later to have circumstances kind of flip, and you have to deal with that again.
Yeah, it's hard to hear. There's a lot of background noise happening right now, and there's people who are talking around the surrounding area. So we're getting like a lot of voices coming in.
Yeah, and
How Captain has
be sad all over
circumstances. You see Katie, Amy crying in there. How's that? Watching them go through this.
rough to relive it. Wanting to have someone pass away, and then a year later to have the circumstance kind of flip, and you have to deal with that again, and be sad all over again, but under different circumstances, and it's tough.
put it on them. I'm sure they can speak for that on their own at a later time. Yeah, so we're just cheer for them. Cheer for Eric. Eric did a lot for everybody. He was my cousin. I miss him every day. Think of him every day. I love him. I'm here to support him.
Richins family.
Yeah, something about Eric's cousins, and then they went like this. So somebody is Eric's cousin. Maybe she is, or maybe the woman standing next to her is.
Put that note for you.
Hey, Nate, I see you. Oh my gosh, do y'all remember after Donna Adelson's verdict? Do you remember how wait, was it a night trial? Which trial was it where Anjanette Levy she booked it? She ran to chase after someone, and then the dedication from her was amazing. I think it was it in the Donna Adelson case? Or was that in Baldwin case? I don't remember. She was chasing down someone, and I was like, wow, she can run.
Is your last cousin?
Are you cousins? Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you so much.
So we just heard words from Eric's cousin. The man is his cousin, and then his
Nate, the man Lori Vallow hates a lot.
wife and
Nate, the man that Lori Vallow hates. A lot.
obviously she's quite emotional with the news of today.
She was running down somebody, and then she was losing she was trying to catch her breath. All right, so these are cousins. Nate is still out there. I'm trying to see if there are any other family members. All right, Nate is very expressive. Hi, Nate. Let me take it forward a little bit more. Dun 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 dun. Oh, someone else took over. Okay, someone's leaving. Oh, pizza. Pizza. Why did they? Okay. Who brought pizza over? All right. I don't see the sisters doing an interview.
This is
Oh, there's a sister. There's a brother-in-law.
some of the friends who have testified. You see,
I think that's Cody right there. Can't see.
you see Kouri Richins there hugging. You see her husband, family members embracing.
Oh, Jeff O'Driscoll, lead detective. Eric's father right here. Clint, the brother-in-law, who was in charge of not supervising the PI because the PI doesn't need supervision.
Lots of tears, lots of hugs.
This is the cousin that was speaking to the cameras earlier.
We would get closer for you, but so you could hear, but we've been asked to remain here.
Katie's right here. I don't see Amy though. Is Amy here? Man, can you imagine how long they had to wait for this? They had an inkling 4 years ago, 2022. I want it ASAP too, Lauren. I want it within the next 2 weeks. It's a tough spot for the boys. I could imagine, they don't have a father anymore. They probably would want to have some sort of relationship maybe with their mom. When you tend to crave some sort of relationship with either one of your parents. So even though she's responsible for the murder, I could imagine, maybe they will visit her when they're old enough. Okay, so they're told to stay behind here.
Or somebody was meeting with them in the Justice Center building next door. Now they're over here. They're over here hugging. They have been waiting for this moment since March 4th of 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Over 4 years, you can see Eric's father appears to be wiping tears from his eyes. Lots of hugs.
Poor Eric.
Katie giving hugs to Eric's cousins. Eric's dad has been here every day. His sister has been here every day with her husband, Clint. Many of you are just tuning in, asking what is happening. For those of you that just stumbled upon us, we are live outside the Summit County Courthouse where a jury found Kouri Richins guilty on all counts this afternoon. 5 counts, aggravated murder, attempted aggravated murder, insurance fraud, 2 counts, and 1 count of forgery. The jury deliberated for around 3 hours before coming back with their verdict. This trial...
All right, guys. I mean, we'll see if the family gives a statement. If they do, I can react to it later on. But quite honestly, I don't know if I get a vibe that they will give a statement. But we'll see if the state decides to give a statement or maybe someone from the defense team. And we can watch it together maybe tomorrow. It's not like we have anything else to do for the rest of the week because it's supposed to be a 5 weeks trial. So ended up being a lot shorter. All right, well, that's it for today. Some of you guys were talking about what are some things that did not come into the trial. So I was like, oh, that's a good idea. Maybe I could do a video about that because there was a lot of stuff that was in the pre-trial that did not make it into the trial. But there's also a lot of stuff that didn't make it in that they were very secret and hush-hush about. So there's that. But we'll see. I'll sift through all the old court documents and then maybe we'll do that. So I'll keep an eye out to see if any family members, defense team, prosecution team, if they do interviews, we can watch again to either tomorrow or the day afterwards. And then I'll keep an eye out if the jury does any interviews themselves. But other than that, guys, I'm going to pop out. I'm going to go feed my dogs, actually. He's just waiting here. So guys, thank you so much for watching this trial with us. I really appreciate it. We have recap videos. If you guys missed any of the days, we have week 1, 2, 3, and then some important testimonies. And then I don't know if we're going to do, I'll see what, I was working on closing arguments, but we'll see. Because I feel like closing arguments is pretty straightforward, but we'll see about that. Courtney Clenny, yeah, her trial was supposed to happen in December. That got pushed back. So I do want to, for sure, cover that one. That was a crazy one. Yeah. She also has a very interesting story to tell. That one, we got a body cam footage and it's very sad. Very, very sad. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys being here. I will see you guys in the next live stream. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. Go outside, get some fresh air. We're free from the courtroom. And I will see you guys for sure for sentencing for Kouri Richins and Brendan Banfield. And yeah, we'll see what else is on the books. Oh, Alexi Treviso hearing should be coming up soon. Or maybe it already happened. I don't know. It's coming up either really soon or it already happened. So we'll definitely keep an eye out for that one. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you guys being here. You guys take care. Feel free to join the Discord. Have your notifications on YouTube. And yeah, yeah, I know we have jailhouse calls for after the verdict. That will be amazing. All right, y'all. Have a good one. Take care. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.